Why 2021 will make you wish it was 2020 again, in no particular order. Unemployment benefits have been extended until March of 2021, so don't expect the economy to come roaring back or even crawling back until April. That means the entire first quarter of 2021 joins the dumpster fire wasteland that was 2020. The US federal government spent over $10 trillion in just 1 year. 2020 was the year where printing money was not just a hobby, but a vocation. Look around all of 2021 and ask yourself, did it make anything better? And where's the evidence of that $10 trillion? Now, for those who are quick, hopefully you've already pointed out that some of that money went into Operation Warp Speed. Yes, that was good and important. But as 2021 marches on, we will all be watching to see if Biden's team will use it to make things better or just find other excuses to keep the blue states locked down. If you thought the stories of history, math, and English all being racist and thus no longer being taught or being reshaped to no longer be racist, typically by removing grades for those classes, would die in 2020, 2021 will have the people who asserted such ideas now at the top of government instead of the likes of Betsy DeVos, who were fighting back against it. In 2021, everyone of power will be using their ticket to jump on that crazy train, and students in America will again be the most confident, self-esteem fulfilled morons in the world. For all those who hated 2020 but were able to bring in more money, many by far than they ever have because of the $600 a week bonus bucks, yeah, those aren't coming back in 2021. Making the receivers miss the days of money raining into their accounts while being asked to do no more than fill out forms every week or so. 2021 is the year that all those who had been protected from not paying rent will have to come up with all those months' cash due on one single day. Or, even if it gets spread out, 2020 will be missed greatly when there was frustrations, but not worry about not paying rent. Evictions look to be the great reward for renters, and the landlord's reward is to never get paid for buildings they still had to pay the bank for and keep up all the maintenance. Countless numbers of the folk who worked for the Obama administration are now back in the federal government, and with a vengeance. Yes, the people who droned Americans in foreign lands, helped birth and expand ISIS, told us they would change the weather and alter levels of the oceans, got us into numerous wars, created the world's largest exodus from North Africa to Europe, gave us the worst economic recovery since the left's greatest hero, Franklin Delano Roosevelt, and his Great Depression, and were regularly, directly married to members of the press and media organizations. Yes, all are back and ready to show us all again how they can become even richer, giving us promises that do little more than cost our jobs and raise our taxes. Like cash for clunkers that crushed, not recycled, cars that were running fine, shovel-ready jobs that, I guess, aren't so ready, shovel-ready after all, and that managed to get signs up on freeways around the nation saying they were going to someday do repairs, labeled journalists as enemies of the state and had them monitored or put on no-fly list, and of course used the IRS to punish their political enemies, including the Tea Party groups. And most importantly, yes, the people who authorized spying on the Trump campaign and then did it are all back in the federal government for round 2. None of those people were anywhere near the federal levers of power for the past year. And when we all see what they have in mind for us going forward, 2020 will be looking like days of wine and roses, just like 2019 really was. Now, what about that fake news? Well, Donald Trump had more false stories written about him and his team than any other president in modern history, if not all of history. Time and time again, the truth turned out to be squarely on Trump's side, while equally against the things the press said about him. We now go into 2021 where the lies about the president will be just as big of whoppers, but this time to protect Joe Biden instead of hurt Donald Trump. Fake news isn't just about lying to the people, it's also about lying to help allies and friends. And, as stated earlier, family. Yes, with the media being married to the administration, literally, not figuratively, just like they were years ago, in the Obama years, they will shy away from any pressing story that endangers either their wishes, philosophy, or married to relatives. 2020 will be the last year, for many to come, of hearing from the president what is really going on and what he actually believes. 2021 will be filled with press releases of prepackaged, heavily word-tested, through focus groups, pablum, to calm the masses and get them to believe the opposite of what they are seeing. Or, put another way, the press is going to go back to normal, just like voters gave them the power to do. The abnormal time of a president telling it like it is and loving his own country will be in the rearview mirror. The worst is yet to come and it's going to be a long dark winter are the new banners we are forced to live under in 2021. Mostly peaceful riots will be replaced by deadly warnings of any on the right daring to assert their rights in 2021. Which really isn't any different than 2020 or the years that came before. But with Biden at the wheel, until Kamala takes over, the press will ignore all the harder any rise-ups from the left and search infinitely for any stirring at all on the right. Optimism? Gone are the days of the president celebrating America and reminding us that good times are just around the corner as the Cootie vaccine is near and now here. It will be replaced by the doom and gloom of the worst is yet to come. It's going to be a long, hard, dark winter. And all that doom and gloom after the vaccine was done and beyond in record time. Yes, 2021 is upon us and 2020 is behind us. But as noted with all those different things, and you probably know more from your own experience, there's going to be a lot of people missing 2020 and thinking, wow, do you remember when we weren't $30 trillion in debt and had to wait a couple of weeks for the assurity of getting toilet paper? Yeah, those are going to be the good old days, baby. Because what's coming before us, when you have the guy in charge promising that it's going to be a long, dark winter, that's an easy promise to keep. That's a really easy promise to keep. So, with that, we say, Happy New Year. Against all the odds, we do wish you a Happy New Year for you, yours, and all those you care about and love. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the future, whatever it has to offer.